What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE MANIACI, and today we're going to be checking out Plana Productions 20 non-PG WWE moments of 2024, man. We ain't doing no more talking. Let's get it.
Earlier this year, CM Punk tore his tricep, putting him out of action for many months. Despite this, he still showed up to feud with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, and there was a promo between the three on the road to WrestleMania 40. CM Punk must have forgotten that WWE was a PG product because he did a couple of things that the USA Network probably did not like.
No way. Punk doing a couple of things that the network doesn't like. Come on. No, there's no way.
First thing he said was about how he was out there for that promo because while his arm didn't work, his mouth did. And then he said that AJ Lee would understand.
My mouth works. I apologize.
Oh.
April knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Non-PG, and even Punk apologized, saying that he forgot they weren't on Netflix yet. In that same promo, Punk said that he wouldn't be the special guest referee for their WrestleMania match because he hated both of those dipshits.
I really don't think I could be objectively fair with these two. So
PG, brother.
I love how Drew McIntyre stepped in to tell him to keep it PG. Jada Parker is one of...
And it's like, bro, CM Punk, this is why we love CM Punk, because he's so left field. He says what he wants. He pretty much does what he wants. Damn it, he's the hottest commodity right now in the world of professional wrestling. Come on, man.
NXT's most promising stars. It's very clear that she has a lot of potential with the WWE for the next decade.
Facts.
With that said, she said something not so PG during an episode of NXT. When talking with the referee, she called him the N-word.
No! I know you hear me.
To make matters worse, she told her opponent to bring her ass out.
We gotta run this back. But I ain't leaving this damn ring until you get your ass out here.
Yo, and I can't be mad at that, man, because that could be her thing. That could be her thing. Listen, OTM, I'm a big fan of OTM. I think they got a ton of potential. But listen, man, that could be her thing. Like, you ain't gonna catch it, like, coming from a girl that look like her. She ain't gonna really talk like that. You wouldn't think she would talk like that. But when it get personal, when it get down to the nitty gritty, oh yeah.
Leaving this damn ring until you get your ass out here.
As you can see, Jada Parker is going to be a star, especially if she continues to cut promos like that.
That's facts.
In 2024, we saw Solo Sikoa form the new Bloodline to feud with the OG Bloodline. It was a fun rivalry that gave us some great moments. One of the better ones happened between Solo Sikoa and a fan in attendance. The fan asked why Solo looked so wet even though he didn't wrestle yet. And that's when Solo hit him with the classic Yo Mama joke, insinuating that his mom made him wet.
You haven't done anything, why are you so wet? You're so sweaty.
Oh!
Those jokes were classic in 2006, and they still hit in 2024. This is why you don't mess with their new Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa. If you thought that was bad, there was another incident with the Bloodline. This time around, it was with Jacob Fatu, and I'll tell you this man has absolutely no chill. A fan told him that he sucked, and his reply was even worse than Solo's.
You suck, Jacob!
Tell him, mama suck this.
Oh, okay, bro. Jacob Fatu is gonna be a huge star, man. And bro is so unhinged. I thought Tama Tonga was unhinged when he came in, but no. Jacob Fatu, he takes the cake. He takes it. Your mama suck.
That's definitely not PG, and this is why Jacob Fatu is feared by the entire WWE roster. The new Bloodline is slowly gaining more and more aura with these kinds of moments.
That's facts.
Ria Ripley has gone viral for a few different reasons in the year of 2024. Two of them happened with Nia Jax. The first is this clip on Raw that was posted on Twitter. I guess 115 million people were also interested in that rope that the WWE used. The second reason why they went viral was something that happened at a live event. Rhea Ripley used Rikishi's move, the stink face, on Nia Jax. This definitely is not PG and probably wouldn't have happened on Raw or SmackDown. Many fans were happy though that WWE's social media team managed to capture it, and
I'm pretty sure you are, you sick freaks. I see somebody bought a piece of paper that Rhea licked or something, auctioned it and bought it. Y'all freaky. Come on, man.
Down. Many fans were happy though that WWE's social media team managed to capture it and then release it on the internet. But the real question is, who did it better, Rikishi or Ria Ripley?
Ria
Ripley would also go viral for another moment with Dominic Mysterio. This was around the time that Liv Morgan was trying to steal Dominic Mysterio. Eventually, it led to Mysterio standing up for himself, saying that he wanted no one but his mommy, Ria Ripley. As a sign of gratitude, she would grab his face and lick him. This was definitely not needed, and I'm sure most of the children and the families in attendance did not want to see it either.
Get over
Speaking
it.
of Liv Morgan, her and Dominic Mysterio had their fair share of non-PG moments in 2024. Their interactions blurred the line between storyline and reality, with Liv taking every opportunity to tease Dominic. From suggestive promos to physically falling on top of him during matches, Liv's antics had the crowd eating it up. One of the most talked about moments came when Liv kissed Dominic after a match, leaving him visibly flustered. The chemistry between these two is undeniable, and while it added an edgy twist to the show, it was definitely not something you'd expect from WWE's PG products.
Now, and I get it, the PG product, this and that, but if y'all think it's crazy with Liv Morgan shadowing Dom and, you know, doing all these, the sexual innuendos with Rhea and Dom, you would have lost it when Mickie James had her obsession with Trish Stratus back in, what was that, 05, 06? When she grabbed Trish down there during her match at WrestleMania 22, yeah, they can get spicier.
Fans were split on whether these moments were too much, but Liv and Dominic did not seem to care because they knew that it got the people talking. Roman Reigns got himself into some trouble.
Dom's wife is a strong woman.
Well, earlier this year during his road to WrestleMania, on an episode of SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes would interrupt The Rock and Roman, and this segment saw Reigns take a shot at Rollins, calling him a cross-dresser because of his flamboyant attires.
You gonna let this cross-dresser make your future decisions for you?
Cross-dresser is crazy.
The line instantly went viral, sparking debates online about whether Roman had gone too far. While some fans saw it as harmless banter, others questioned if it crossed the line in today's wrestling landscape. The Rock turning heel was one of the greatest things to happen in WWE history. We would get the final boss, and the final boss did not give one
So Seth Rollins, your walking clown show, Cody Rhodes, your chicken goof, you, and also crybabies and that head dog of yours, Pharaoh.
Yo,
It's a direction you can.
The Rock made his presence felt in a big way by delivering some of the most non-PG moments of the year.
Yeah.
There were plenty of times where he dropped the F-bomb. It happened during the WrestleMania press conference.
Have him talk about our family again. Slap his teeth out of his mouth.
that WrestleMania press conference had to have been one of the realest moments this year, man. At that very moment, we skyrocketed through the roof. Through the freaking roof, man. Y'all remember when The Rock called the fans crackheads? Like, Rock says, he said a lot this year. A lot.
It also happened on Raw.
Because this is what happens
When you with the
with the
final boss.
And it even happened at WrestleMania.
You know The Rock, I don't around, okay? You count, you fire.
Outside of that, he also called Seth Rollins a walking clown emoji piece of shit. Then he called the crowd of Arizona a bunch of addicts.
Number one city for cocaine and meth use is Phoenix, Arizona.
The Rock's unfiltered approach was a throwback to the Attitude Era, and while it might not have fit
loved it.
WWE's current PG guidelines, it reminded everyone why The Rock is still the people's champ.
GOAT.
Staying on the topic of the final boss, we need to talk about one of the most intense segments of the year when The Rock attacked Cody on Raw. The final boss absolutely cooked Cody Rhodes, leaving him all bloody.
Yeah.
This segment felt like a throwback to a more violent era of WWE, with Cody's crimson mask shocking many fans.
Stay down. That. Clear, guys. That. You shut your mouth. Clear my ass.
While blood is rare in today's WWE, moments like these remind fans of emotional stakes that make wrestling great.
I loved that segment with The Rock and Cody this year. I feel like it was something about, like, even them showing the behind the scenes, okay, we're clear, guys. Like, The Rock pretty much saying, no, I don't care that the show is over. I'm the freaking Rock. I'm on the board. I'm the boss. I'm pretty much the boss. And it shows just, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was definitely one of my favorite moments, man. We got the blood. It was the road to WrestleMania. That was how they did WrestleMania 40, the road to WrestleMania 40. That was perfect. Chef's kiss for the main event, man. It hasn't been that way in a very long time. In fact, this might have been one of my favorite build-ups to a WrestleMania. And I've been watching for over, 23, 24, 25 years? Like, come on, man. One of my favorite builds to a WrestleMania.
I can also bet that Cody was more than happy to bleed for this segment. The man, for some reason, loves to blade himself. There's a couple more non-PG moments from the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. The first one comes from the WrestleMania press conference. This happened right after he gave The Rock his title match with Roman Reigns at Mania, and in a turn of events, the WWE would make a pivot, and Cody Rhodes said that this was BS.
This right here is
Bullshit.
The other non-PG moment happened during the build-up to his tag team match with The Rock. Cody Rhodes received a lot of criticism for crying on an episode of Raw. Therefore, the next week he would come out and say that The Rock had little dick syndrome.
It's going to be LDS, little syndrome.
I love that edginess from Cody,
Cody
man.
may have overcorrected, but the older fans absolutely loved it. Kevin Owens brought back the
And can you imagine when Cody Rhodes actually goes full-on heel?
to WWE when he pulled out the band Pile Driver during a segment on SmackDown. He performed the move on Randy Orton.
That was non-PG? You know how many times we've seen that move before?
It left everyone stunned, and we haven't seen RKO since. Randy's not the only thing we haven't seen in a while. The pile driver is also something that has not been seen in the WWE for
But he did that very safely, though. Very, very safely. But I understand why it was a banned move. But
in a while. The pile driver is also something that has not been seen in the WWE for many years. The last time we saw this classic pile driver was on that Raw match between CM Punk and John Cena back in 2013. Those two even would get fined by Vince McMahon for using the move. Kevin Owens using a banned move was not family friendly. Another non-PG moment from 2024 comes from the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk storyline. This happened on an episode of SmackDown where Punk was completely destroyed in his hometown of Chicago. The visual of Drew walking around with a bloody and bruised CM Punk was a sight to behold. An assault like this is definitely a form of violence, but this isn't even the worst from these two. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre would eventually have a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood to finally end their storyline. And let me tell you something, this was as non-PG as it gets. In the match, both men were bleeding. Drew McIntyre's spot was much worse because he actually got hit for real. He took a toolbox to the head that would hit him right in the face, and we got a very bloody Drew McIntyre. The referee even had to stop the match for a bit to have a doctor take a look. It was gruesome stuff. And after the match, he needed 16 staples to close the cuts. That's a battle scar that helped make this a 5-star classic match. That wasn't the only non-PG moment from the match. There were plenty of crazy spots with weapons. For example, this table spot was scary stuff, and then we also had the steel steps.
Right on the edge.
McIntyre tried to hit a Claymore kick only for Punk to move out of the way, and Drew landed right on the corner of the steps.
And this is why we gotta appreciate our athletes and what they do for us in the WWE, because they didn't have to do this. They did not have to do this. You could have kept it a safe Hell in a Cell like they've been doing for the last 12, 13 years. You could have kept it safe. But this right here, I appreciated this match so much. One of my favorite matches this year.
This brought back the violent prestige to the Hell in a Cell match, and it was clearly non-PG. One of the most shocking moments of 2024 happened in an episode of NXT where Rhea Ripley was attacked in the infamous backstage parking lot.
That parking lot's dangerous.
That is the one place you need to avoid at all costs to be down in NXT. It seems like everyone gets a beatdown over there. Anyways, the ambush left Rhea bloody and battered, a rare visual in today's WWE. The company then reported that this assault would actually put Rhea Ripley on the shelf for a bit before she returned for Survivor Series War Games with a mask. Carlito found himself in hot water after a backstage promo on Raw that went viral for all the wrong reasons. During a segment with Adam Pearce, Io Sky and Kairi Sane were upset with how their match ended. The two were walking off as Carlito walked in to talk talk with Adam Pearce, and then he made a joke saying that he needed to learn Chinese.
I gotta learn Chinese. What do you want?
The only problem
Not Chinese, Carlito. They're not Chinese, Carlito.
with this is the fact that they're Japanese. The entire joke was about how Carlito is an idiot. It was never supposed to be intentionally racist. However, that's how the fans perceived it, and the backlash online was immediate, with fans debating whether the line was crossed in today's era. The WWE quickly edited the segment from their official clips, but the damage was done. There's even reports saying that Io Sky did not have a problem with the joke, but the fans were still upset, and I think this shows that WWE would never ever survive another Attitude Era. Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame induction speech was everything you'd expect from the greatest manager in...
My favorite Hall of Fame speech ever was from Paul Heyman this year.
WWE history. It was passionate, emotional, and completely unfiltered. While reminiscing about his storied career, Heyman gave us one more classic ECW moment when he said this.
If you think that the spirit of ECW died, you can suck my
That is why Paul Heyman is one of the greatest
The GOAT.
to ever do
The
it.
GOAT.
At WrestleMania 40, we saw LA Knight and AJ Styles battle in a singles match, and to promote this match, they planned a fight during a media event before the pay-per-view. This scripted fight turned out to be a little more violent than we thought. Both men were very stiff, and they made the brawl look a lot more legit because of that. It got so intense that AJ Styles even got busted open.
Right in front of all the fans too, man. Talk about getting your money's worth for WrestleMania access.
Oh.
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Ah!
Come on, man. Not now, not here.
Look at that bloody nose.
Yeah, are you?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, show me. Show me.
AJ, we don't need to do this here. Come on. Ellie.
Yeah, show me. Yeah. Just ask to walk out. Sunday. Yeah. Sunday tonight. You gonna be a SmackDown? Puss gonna be there?
Yo.
Although this was supposed to be a work, that bloody nose and all the
That was
cursing
legit.
tells us otherwise.
Yeah.
And the last non-PG moments come from NXT when Sexy Red made a special appearance. She was seen twerking with other wrestlers for backstage interviews, and what's even funnier is that there's a video of Sexy Red and Shawn Michaels twerking together, and this is when you know it's time to end the video.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is it for today. Thanks for
You know, and shout out Planet Productions for this video, man. Well put together, man. If it's one thing that this year has showed me, you know, and like I said, I've been watching wrestling for a very, very long time. So I was able to see it from the Attitude Era, from Ruthless Aggression to the PG, to all these different eras that I've been able to experience as a child. This year right here is definitely one of my favorites, man. It's one of my favorites. And I appreciate it because for a fan like me who's been able to see so much blood and, you know, all the crazy things they used to do back then, this brought back just a little bit of nostalgia for me. And it shows, man, that the WWE is red hot. And I think 2025 is only going to get hotter, man. The move to Netflix, all the big moves that's going on, man. The WWE is at its A game. It's bigger than it was in the Attitude Era. Some people might not agree with that, but right now wrestling is bigger than it was in the Attitude Era, man. And this year had a lot of great freaking moments, man. So link down below in the description will lead y'all right to this video for y'all to check it out in its entirety with no interruptions. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll see y'all in the next video. It's your boy MKE MANIACI. I'm out.